Hey everybody, it's Rachel from Rachel Miller TV, and you want to know who used to wear the crown for procrastination? I think that was me. I had problems with focus, clarity, precision, getting things done, having an act now kind of an attitude to be able to get up, know what I wanted to do, and then go and then execute. It was really an execution issue. I knew what I wanted to do, but I really didn't quite get it done. So today, I'm gonna give you some tips that if you are dealing with procrastination, we're gonna help you get your focus back. We're gonna help you get your focus back so that when you wake up in the morning, you know what you wanna do. You wake up in the morning with a plan. You're a woman with a plan. You're a woman ready to go get some things done. When you live in procrastination too long, eventually you're gonna start to feel like a failure. So today, I'm gonna give you some tips that if you are dealing with procrastination, we're gonna help you get your focus back. We're gonna help you get your focus back so that when you wake up in the morning, you know what you wanna do. You wake up in the morning with a plan. You're a woman with a plan. You're a woman ready to go get some things done. I procrastinated so bad that even when it was time to wake up, I would always hit the snooze button. And I would just continue to do that and lay in bed. I procrastinated waking up. I procrastinated going to class. But today, I sit before you a changed woman. A woman who knows that you can break free from procrastination because I sure did. I'm on my journey to becoming Dr. Rachel. I'll be finished with my master's degree and I'll be walking the stage this spring. And I'm so excited about what God is doing in my life. And you know what? How can God take somebody who was like an average student in high school, below average starting off in college, and then get me moving in the right direction? God can do it. So I am here today to let you know that you can get your life back on track. Not only can you get your life back on track, but you can get your head in the game. You can get focused on what you need to be focused on so that you can roll up your sleeves and get some things done. This is your time to create the right systems, create the right environment, so that you can begin to flourish, so that you'll want to gain momentum to get some things done. So if you know what it's like to waiting to the last minute to do things, or dragging your feet, or carrying your to-dos week after week and month after month, I was guilty of that. And maybe you're there right now. Maybe you find yourself on a perpetual wheel, like what do they call it? Like a hamster wheel, where you're like going and going and going and you're not getting anywhere. You're not getting anything done. I never even thought I could be free from just being on the couch and watching TV all the time. So many different social media gadgets, so many things that can get you off focus and get you off track. So I don't know what your issue is with procrastination. So if you clicked on today's video and you can relate to being a victim of procrastination or living in procrastination, give the video a thumbs up. That, like, let me know, like, I can relate. Been there, you put some things on the back burner that you really needed to be focused on. So today, I'm gonna give you some tips that if you are dealing with procrastination, we're gonna help you get your focus back. We're gonna help you get your focus back so that when you wake up in the morning, you know what you wanna do. You wake up in the morning with a plan. You're a woman with a plan. You're a woman ready to go get some things done. So where do you begin? You begin with an assessment. You have to take an inventory of your life. You have to look at your life and say, where am I right now with my life? Like literally get a pen and a paper and act like you know, like you're a house inspector and you're inspecting you. And start walking through the pages of your life and seeing what's out of order and what needs your attention and what have you been neglecting. So if you begin to dice up areas of your life, from your faith, family, finances, your home, health, personal growth and development, and fun, and begin to walk through the pages of your life, take an inventory and see what are you procrastinating and what needs your attention, what needs your focus, and where do you need to make that shift. Oftentimes we know what we need to do. I mean, like, we know it. We even think about it. It's in our mind. And we can have a conversation with ourselves and talk ourselves out of doing the things that we need to do. And if you can get to that voice in your mind to be able to shut it off. So like, for example, I use going to the gym or getting up. For me, it's getting up and walk. Every morning I have this conversation with myself. you're going to get up and walk today. And then my body's like, girl, you know you don't want to get up and walk today. So that I don't procrastinate with getting up to go walk, I had to set my clothes out. I remember at one time, I would actually go to bed in my workout clothes. It was that serious, y'all. I mean, like, it was for real serious. And I had to go to bed with my workout clothes on. So when I woke up, I was already in the mindset of, okay, we're already dressed. We're on our way. So whatever it takes for you to do you, boo. Because let me tell you, living in procrastination and not finding the exit door, it is not fun, because you will find yourself in the same place year after year. And before you know it, a whole decade has gone by. Before you know it, you look up and your kids, they have grown up. I'm like, oh my God, my children, they're growing up, dropping kids off at college. What in the world? Life can become a blur, and you don't want your life to become a blur. You don't want your life to become a blur where it's like, I don't remember what really happened. You were in the sleepwalking of procrastination. And so you don't want to be sleep in the fog of procrastination where your life goes by, years go by, and all of a sudden you look and you're not happy in the areas of your faith, your family, your finances, your home, health, your personal growth and development and fun. So today, somebody say, today is my day. You need to write that in the comments. Just type it in. Say, today is my day. Say, today is my day to add action. The key to breaking free from procrastination is action. Okay? So let's start with our faith. So when you're looking at your faith, the last thing that you want to do is procrastinate in the area of your faith, because you procrastinate in your area of your faith, you're procrastinating as it relates to God. So you can procrastinate praying. You can procrastinate reading the Bible. You can procrastinate having times of meditation where you just want to just woosah, just quiet your mind and just be still your soul. And so you don't want to procrastinate in those areas. And if you do, so that you can begin to take action in those areas, I encourage you to create a prayer basket. Keep the prayer basket on the side of your bed. And you can just get a basic wicker basket, or you can use a box. I have these beautiful decorator boxes, and you can buy these at like a craft store. And inside of it, put everything that you need to spend time with God inside of your prayer basket or your prayer box. So you have your Bible, your pens and pencils, your journal, books that you're reading, inspirational books that you're reading at the moment. Connect with the things that inspire you. Add your places of inspiration to help pull you out of procrastination. And how do you do that? You got to tap into the things that you like to do and let that worship music begin to motivate you. And then just you get your heart full and get your prayer box. And oh my gosh, all of a sudden you're moving, you're ready. Somebody say, oh my God, come on, Jesus, I'm ready. I want to spend some time with God. Spending time with God, faith. Now your family. Think about it. What are the areas in your family that you've been procrastinating? What is it that you need to do? Do you need to have more date nights? Do you need to create more quality time? Do you need to have more meal time? Do you need to do more meal prep so that you can have some family time at the table? Do you need to get some decorator items? I love the fact that it's fall and it's the holidays. Awesome time to go get some fall decor and put it on the table and decorate the table, set the table for the holidays, create gatherings, food gatherings. Dinner time in my house it's a big deal. I mean, like, there's conversations about it, what's for dinner. Like, I mean, my family is so, if I don't cook at all in a given day, dinner must be prepared. I mean, dinner is like a sacred moment for our family. And then we have a set night that we use for eat out night, and that's Friday night. We call it Friday night fun night. And so we try not to procrastinate on cooking dinner, and then so that we don't eat out every single night, because we procrastinated with no meal plan and no plan in action. We on purpose, we intentionally make plans to eat out on Friday. And it's an exciting thing. Everybody's like, oh, it's Friday fun night. We're excited. We know the kitchen's gonna stay clean the whole day. Nobody's gonna have to do dishes that night. It's really an exciting time. Find things to draw your family in. Now with my children who are grown and they're not at home, we have certain days of the week where we want to check on each other, call. We don't want to procrastinate in reaching out and talking to family and connecting with people that you love. So don't procrastinate connecting with people that you love. I already have cards and different things that I want to put in the mail, different holidays that are coming up, things so that you don't want to procrastinate and wait to the last minute. So think about what you have coming up in all those different areas, in the faith, in the family, with your finances. Oh my goodness. One of the things that you definitely don't want to procrastinate is saving and having an emergency fund. Everybody needs an emergency fund. I remember when our kids were small, you talk about emergency fund, emergency fund, we were living from paycheck to the paycheck, okay? Those years were not fun at all. And I don't even know how we did it, but God got us through those moments and got us through those times. And maybe this is that season for you where you are living from paycheck to paycheck and maybe things are a little tight. I want to tell you this, it will not always be that way. It will not always be that way. If you can only save a quarter, 25 cents, 1/4, and put it in your bank account on payday, save your quarter. Give yourself a goal that you can be proud of so you can say, you know what? I may not even be able to put whatever in the bank, but I can be faithful over a quarter. If you have to be faithful over a quarter, you start with a quarter. You start with some quarter faith and you move up, you get blessed a little bit more, and then you at 50 cents. You had 50 cents in the bank. Oh my God, won't he do it 50 cents? Now you saving 50 cents and you get yourself to $1. And then you get yourself to, oh my God, you can save $20. You can save $30 for $100 and get yourself and build yourself up an emergency fund for you and for your family. So if something were to happen, you should always have money to be able to buy a plane ticket if you need to buy a plane ticket. If you need to be able to buy a tire replacement. I remember years when my kids were small and we would procrastinate. I mean, we didn't have a choice. It wasn't that we were procrastinating saving. We didn't have the money to save. So whenever there was a big expense, unexpected expense, it was hard. We would have to, like instead of buying new tires, I remember we would go to the tire store, see if they had a used tire. Who wants to do that? Who wants to buy a used tire? We would have to buy one tire. Who wants to go and buy one tire for your car, y'all? Don't make me cry, okay? That's how bad it was back then. I am so glad. But we were doing everything that we could back then when our kids were small, trying to make it. We were buying one tire. So maybe you're in a situation right now. If you needed new tires and our tire broke down, and I'll never forget, we go into the tire store and I was like, well, we'd like to get one tire. And the man looked at me and he was like, ma'am, you buy tires in pairs. And I remember I was like, God, I look forward to the day where I could buy a full set of tires, where I could buy four whole tires. Oh my gosh. I want you to go and Google online and see how much 4 new tires cost for your car. And if you don't have that saved, I want you to save that. So you also want to have money that's set aside for self-care, for personal care. You don't want to procrastinate on taking care of you. You want to make sure that you feel good about yourself when you presenting yourself to the public. You want to be able to treat yourself. You want to be able to pamper yourself. You want to be able to buy perfume and buy body lotions and body butters and things that make you feel good and enjoy self-care and have times where you can take bubble baths and not have to use dish liquid, but you are using actual bubble bath, gels and bath salts and all the different things to be able to take care of you. So you don't want to procrastinate you. And in your own personal self-care and your own personal health and managing your health and setting doctor's appointments and doing those different things. If you haven't had a doctor's appointment, you want to make sure that you're having your exams, your teeth, to your eyes, to, if you're a woman, you want to make sure you're getting your mammograms. You also want to make sure that you are having your pap smears, your pelvic exams, all of these different things. You're making sure that you are completely whole. Don't procrastinate. There are people who procrastinate and they find out that they have things that if they wouldn't have procrastinated, that the doctors could have caught. Okay? So be mindful of the moment that you're in. Be mindful of self-care. Be mindful of taking care of you.
Tune in next time for part 2 of Overcoming Procrastination.
Enjoyed today's video? Be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that every time I upload a brand new video, you'll be one of the first ones to be notified.